the bush hog again. Here comes Berle. He's the one that basically died. Back in February. According to the doctor, they said he had COVID. But anyway, he was pretty much dead for a whole month. They said he had COVID. He was pretty much dead for a whole month, completely out of it, in a dead sleep. Anyway, they say his wife Mary had it. His son Christopher had it. They were all sick. Of course, my son Jay, he had it. His wife Emily had it. And the baby Harvester had it too. But on Jay and Emily and Harvester, they were just mad because they couldn't go anywhere. They didn't feel all that good, but they wasn't that sick either. But they couldn't go nowhere, couldn't go to work, couldn't do nothing. So anyway, he came out here today, and I guess he decided he wanted to make some of these things look better around the house here. And anyway, some of these places, for the last month or 5 weeks or so, since I got the septic, I hadn't had too much energy either. So I hadn't felt like going through some of these gates and going to some of these old lots, the work it takes to get in here. So anyway, he come out here and act like he wanted to do something today, so I thought, well, it would be a good day to come out here. Maybe he can open the gate and I won't have to open them all. Anyway, it's Saturday about the, I don't know, probably the 27th now. Something like that. Sunny, hot day. They're calling for flash floods tonight in some places. Of course, we don't have to worry about it here where we are. The water rises here, but we live in a good place in the United States where very seldom do we have to deal with hurricanes, and tornadoes. Of course, we don't live about 200 feet above sea level. Other things, it ain't quite that high. I think it's about 175 feet above sea level. But we don't live that close to any big rivers or anything like that. careful about the fence wall. Oh, shit. Boom. Yeah, that's what happens. You get holding this camera, you run around, and hook the coat. Old Garland here. Well, here's something that I didn't finish. If you go back to about March, Jay Bear's got a video here of Dad just tearing up stuff. Anyway, back in March there, I came around here and cut every tree down around this building. But anyway, I pulled some of them out, and some of them had to get in there and pull them out by hand or whatever. Anyway, I got a whole lot of them out, but I didn't get them all out. So anyway, I came back here a couple days ago. I wanted to spray all this stuff here, and been busy doing other stuff all summer. So I wanted to spray all this stuff, and I couldn't even get through here because the daggone weeds and grass and everything else done growed up so tall. So anyway, I backed away from it, went and got my skid loader and a gravel fork, and went up in there and pulled all this stuff out of here. I didn't pull it all out, there's still some in here. And anyway, and then I came back with my sprayer and sprayed in here. And of course the skid loader, I'm sitting in a kind of a ditch. It's too much of a ditch to me get up there. So anyway, I sprayed this stuff, and hopefully it'll die out enough so that I can come back in here in the fall again and cut them trees down, you know, close to the ground. But anyway, when I came in here like March, it was such a daggone jungle in here, and I had to watch where I was stepping, and naily boards and whatever else underneath there. Whatever else underneath there. So anyway, and I got the chainsaw pinched a time or two. So anyway, I cut them down. So now I come around and sprayed it. So hopefully, when fall comes, maybe I'll get some time. But I'll tell you one thing. When you get around, and one thing that I found, like, I don't know, about 2 years ago, I got that daggone gravel fork. And I'll tell you one thing. That thing will let you do things that you never thought about doing. Grab a hold of tree limbs and stuff and pull them out of places. But the only trouble is, mine, it tends to unhook from the machine. There's something in there wore, bent or something a little bit. And anyway, I'm way behind on my spraying too. So anyway, between back been bothering me all summer, and you can see how good it's growing. See them rakes? They're completely covered up in grass. But anyway, I got some fences down here, so I guess I need to shut this off, pull up some wire here, and then I need to go look at that bush hog. That little bush hog on that little tractor. Berle used it the other day, and the PTO shaft broke on it, so something else I gotta fix. Anyway, I'm gonna stop Don't work too for long tonight. I gotta go. My back's been bothering me. Some people don't believe in going to a chiropractor, but I tell you what, I have been to a chiropractor. I have walked around when I couldn't do anything but look at my shoes. Look at my shoes. My back was such a bad kink in the back of it. And go to a chiropractor, and they get me back up looking straight again. But anyway, sometimes you get something in your back, you got to keep going back to him. Let him keep on giving you treatments. I went twice last week, and I hadn't actually been to a chiropractor since way back last fall, I guess. And this is August, almost September. So anyway, I need to get done here so I can go up there tonight and let him give me a treatment. Maybe my back. It was hurting here a little bit a while ago before I got on this skid loader. I'm on this Honda here. So I'm gonna get out here and get the pulling tightened up some of the electric fence wires. Yeah, see there, I'm sleepy. Ever since I got sick a month and 5 weeks ago, I can sleep all night long, get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I can go back and sit in that chair. If I sit back down in that chair, I'll fall asleep for 3 or 4 hours. So that's old stuff called septic. Well, sure will drain your blood system. I guess that's what it is. That's what they tell me it is. All right, let me get going here and do something. I ain't done nothing all summer. Didn't make some hay, but it's time. Here, won't be long, it's time to make it again. All right.